John McChesney, I mean, he's a legend here in the Pittsburgh region, and also the self-proclaimed mayor of Erie, home of the Otters. And, I mean, just the simple fact is he does have his challenge set for him tonight with Damian Chambers.
You know, this is a big challenge, but then again, Big League has not been avoiding big challenges all year. It feels like we are following the Big League John McChesney tour. We are groupies behind his van, so to speak. Like twice a month, 3 times a month sometimes. We're seeing Big League sometimes defending titles, most times defending titles, and now being at RWA, he's trying to check things off of his list, it looks like. I know this. He's trying to get Damian Chambers.
Well, no, hold on. Damian Chambers, you know, shows nobody respect. I mean, the man just...
you have to beat it out of Damian Chambers.
Yes, you do.
Very few people beat it out of Damian Chambers, so...
Yes, it's
hard to do.
Less and far between. But what I will say is this, Tony, about John McChesney, he is still steaming over the simple fact that he feels screwed by RWA management and, of course, the referees. Last month, you know, I'll admit it, he had the Rev Run Hunt pinned 1, 2, 3.
Absolutely.
But there was
I'm amazed you admitted that.
Yeah, I have to. I mean, I did have a sit-down interview with him. You know, he's mad, but he understands, you know, what happens in professional wrestling at times.
It happens a lot for Ron Hunt, but I digress. It seems like Ron Hunt in this building really does get the upper hand a lot. Almost as if, well, let's not go there. The point of the matter is Damian Chambers is controlling Big League's arm right now, but it's Big League John McChesney. This man is a mat wrestling god.
Yeah, I mean, my God, look at him right now. I mean, just taking out Damian Chambers there and now has him just squeezing, fully applying that headlock. But Damian Chambers, no slouch for himself, trained by Ace Austin and, of course, Sami Callihan. He is the first graduate, actually, out of the Pile Driver Academy.
And the first graduate, that wasn't because he was the first one to show up at the door. It was the first one to prove to Ace Austin and Sami Callihan that he deserved to be a pro wrestler. And if you know anything about Sami Callihan and Ace Austin, of course, Ace Austin runs with Bullet Club. Sami Callihan has been one of the mainstays on both Impact and the Independents. Both are very picky when it comes to who they allow to come through their school. Ohio wrestlers have to prove themselves to Sami Callihan and Ace Austin before they even get to come to another state. It is hard to be an Ohio wrestler.
Yes, I mean, I can't even agree with you on. I would definitely agree with you on that one.
I was gonna say you better agree with me. If you say you
I can't disagree. I meant to say, but right now,
sock you in the mouth.
Damian Chambers now with that headlock applied. I mean, Damian Chambers, man, he just, like I said, he always talks about here I am, and proving it right there with that shoulder block. My goodness, and Chambers, you know, I could definitely see him going for RWA Gold one day. But right now, up and over, and now he has a big challenge ahead of him, especially Big League John McChesney. What an arm drag. And another. Here comes Big League. Big chop takes him off his feet.
I got to consider this a title eliminator match. In my opinion, whoever loses this match is going to have to be out of the running for either the No Limits or the Heavyweight Championship, one or the other. Big League, of course, is a heavyweight juggernaut. Damian Chambers up and coming in RWA, but has arrived in a lot of other places. Big League and dropped down. The big thing, just a 1 count. Wow. You have to beat the opponents in front of you. If Damian Chambers wants gold, he's going to have to beat the mayor. He's going to have to beat the mayor in RWA. I never thought I'd see big chop right there. I never thought I'd see Big League John McChesney back-to-back in RWA.
And right now, Big
Such
League.
foreign territory.
I think we're going to let Wes Newton handle this one, Tony. Oh, my goodness. Came crashing down with that chop.
Hurt inside.
My goodness, I've heard of number 11, but man, what a vicious number 11 that was. And now, wait a minute, reversal by Chambers, though. Throws him into the corner.
That was 10. That was never mind.
Has him up and over. I can't count today, Tony. Sorry.
That's fine.
And, the back of McChesney's neck right across that top rope. And here's where Chambers is dangerous.
This is a big move. This is a big move, and let me explain why. McChesney has been around for a long time. He has neck issues. Every veteran does. You get dropped on your head, you get picked up and put down a lot. Your neck and your head are going to have issues.
Tony, I will say this about Damian Chambers. I mean, you know, if you think about it, you know, he is a college rugby player out of Ohio State. I mean, my goodness, he has been dropped and on his head, on his back for, I mean, even before professional wrestling. I mean, he is just used to this. And oh my goodness, takedown, and oh, what a forearm. McChesney looks out of it right now. Takes him and just drops him. 1, 2, no, only a 2 count. Modified flapjack there. I mean, just crashed into the ground.
I actually would have called it a little bit of an elevated flatliner, so to speak. Picked him up, made him parallel to the mat, and then pushed him down. So there was a lot more force into that, almost like a flatliner.
5 minutes.
You hook the face and drive them down. The point of the matter is that Damian Chambers picked the easiest target, and that is the head and the neck area as he's choking out Big League John McChesney. Really smart, paying attention, weathering the initial barrage of Big League, and now he is in complete control of this match.
I mean, my goodness, just the similarities of his offensive game. It reminds me, I mean, believe it or not, Crash Jaxon, I mean, he, another graduate of the Power Driver Academy, and right now just sending McChesney, man, that's a chest cavity right there. My goodness, I mean, he hit that top turnbuckle like no other.
Yeah, this is as much as I love Damian Chambers, big sweeping leg. 1, 2, just 2. As he swung the leg around almost like a rock bottom, but he completes the leg as opposed to faking it. Damian Chambers was paying attention to the crowd a lot more than his opponent there briefly, was only able to get a 2 count. And now he's jawing with our front row right now.
Yeah, he is definitely, there's some McChesney fans in the front row, and he is just, he's only playing mind games. I mean, when your fans are getting, you know, tortured through your body, I mean, that's the thing about Chambers. He gets in everybo's head, not just his opponents.
Yeah, but Damian Chambers' biggest problem is that while he's getting into his opponent's fans' heads, he's getting into his own. He should have been able to put Big League away. Instead, Big League is breaking out of this neck crank right now with those elbows. Okay, Damian Chambers, big forearm to the back of the head, regaining control. That's a big maneuver. But
Pardon me, Tony.
Great chop. Stop focusing on the fans. They're worthless. They don't matter. Beat Big League.
But Big League gets a lot of power from his fans. And look at the agility. But wait a minute, Chambers out that clothesline. And he's out on his feet here. McChesney trying to gain some momentum back here. Big splash and a beauty.
A little bit of a forearm there, too.
Chambers a little bit light on his feet, has him, and Northern Lights! Bridge! 1, 2, only a 2 count.
Oh, so
my
close.
Goodness.
So close.
You know, McChesney always says he has the best Northern Lights suplex in the business. HL Supreme says otherwise.
It's close.
But, my goodness. And, oh, you can see Chambers now. That lower back, that could be a target for McChesney now.
Well, McChesney needs to get back up. He was jaw-jacking with George Ross, trying to say that was a 3 count. Big chop right there, and it might have been if not for the fact that Damian Chambers kicked out at 2. Focus on your opponent.
Big League has him up. Oh, kick to the midsection by Chambers now. Damian Chambers has him.
Underhook.
Oh, here we go. Oh, he was going for it. Big League has him up. TKO! My goodness. 1, 2, no! Kicks out of the TKO.
Damn.
My goodness. Big League style, but just wasn't enough.
That is one of my favorite moves in all of professional wrestling. You throw your opponent and cut them while they are dealing with F5 rotation. It is devastating. Damian Chambers was very, very lucky to be able to have the wherewithal to kick out of that. Now, Big League looks like he's trying to set up for that super kick. He hits that super kick, that's lights out.
Yeah, it's definitely over. And, I mean, you can see across there, Jordie Nolan giving some advice.
Julia Lynn's giving some, woo.
Oh, misses that super kick though, and Insaguri.
Desperation into Gory, but connected, followed by the forearm.
My goodness, has him up now. Chambers now picks him up in. Oh, that's over. 1, 2, and 3. No!
Wow.
Big League just kicked out of that. We've seen Damian Chambers actually finish people with that move.
I mean, yeah, it's that almost a variation of the Death Valley Driver where you throw your opponent over, but it's a roller dropper where you drop them the back of their neck onto your knee.
Oh my goodness! And like Chambers looking at McChesney like, what do I have to do?
I don't know if it's he's frustrated or he's hunting right now.
Now he's starting to run his mouth a little bit, but then again, Chambers backs it up. Big right hand right there. My goodness.
Notice he used the right hand. He's been following with forearms, but he's throwing punches now.
I mean, this is starting to become personal, I think, Tony. And Damian Chambers now, you know, he wants to make a name for himself here in RWA. And, I mean, what a name he'd make for himself, especially against big league John McChesney. And right now, he is just, oh, my goodness, just delivering those shots under the jaw. McChesney's in trouble. McChesney's in a lot of trouble right now. I mean, Julia Lynn trying to wake him up, screaming whatever she can.
Notice Jordie's pacing back and forth.
Yes. And what's this? What's he?
He's telling the camera to look at. Wow. He's just using. I mean, every possible.
10 minutes gone.
Oh, wait a minute now. Julia Lynn up on the apron here.
Hello.
Damian Chambers now. Chambers should really pay attention to his opponent. We've seen this before, Tony. Oh, boy.
Did she get taller? Oh, it's the shoes.
Yeah, those are amazing boots. I'm not going to sit there, but oh, my goodness. Right now, Damian Chambers.
Have you seen Barbie, by the way? Anyway, Damian Chambers seems to be, I don't know, what is he doing?
No, wait. You do not put your hands on a woman. Are you kidding me right now? What is Chambers? Are you kidding me right now, Ross? Unhand her, please. No! And, oh my goodness, thank God. George Ross saving Julia Lynn. I thought I'd never hear that. Oh boy. And rose him up. 1, 2, 3. It's over. McChesney wins.
In a time of 11 minutes, 13 seconds, your winner, Big League John McChesney.
I mean, Big League John McChesney does get the victory. The bridge was the key in this situation.